in Baltimore, a little bit more than 45 minutes away from kickoff of the Army-Navy game. Just about now is when they do the exchange of prisoners, and that is when the students from each academy who is studying at the other one is given back to their home academy to be able to cheer on either the midshipmen or the Army Knights ahead of the game. Special honor is given at the Army-Navy game, of course, to those who have received the nation's highest medal, the Medal of Honor. More than 3,500 medals of honor have been given to the nation's bravest soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardmen since the Declaration was created way back during the Civil War in 1861. One of those recipients of the highest military award for valor in action is now retired Master Sergeant Leroy Petrie, who joins us now. Appreciate you being here with us, sir.
Pleasure is all mine.
Well, we're glad you can be here. Glad you can be here at the game. It's fascinating when you sort of look at this game from the outside. It's the Army-Navy game. It's the U.S. Military Academy at West Point versus Annapolis. But it seems as though the brotherhood extends almost to the services and sort of the pride that exists between those two.
There's always been that healthy competitiveness between us all. I was just talking with a few Navy folk a few minutes ago.
You talked to them?
I did. I said, we were talking about, they asked me where I served. I said Iraq and Afghanistan. I said, overseas, we're all one team, but today it's a little different. And they said, this is the one day we can separate and give each other a lot of hard times.
Well, there's a lot of hard times. There's a lot of bragging rights. And so far, I hate to break it to you, I'm sure you know this, but Navy's got a lot of bragging rights, 14 years of bragging rights.
Yeah, but I haven't found one today that'll take me up on a bet.
Really?
I think this is our year, and we're going to break that spell, and it'll be a good year for the Army.
Wow, now one will take you up on a bet. The Navy right now is on their third-string quarterback, and Admiral Richardson was on earlier with this. He goes, yeah, but I think arguably he's the best one. I said, Admiral, that seems a little bit like spin. He kind of said, yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, well, I'm a Cowboys fan, and we're dealing with our second quarterback, and he's doing pretty darn good. So I know it's tough with switching out players, but I think the Army's been playing strong, and they're going to get them in the end.
6-5 right now. The Army Knights are. As we look at today, it's so special and fitting to have sort of this day to honor the Army, the Navy, the pomp, the circumstance, the tradition. There's 364 days, though, other than today in the year. And there's so much attention that has been paid through this election to, are we recognizing and are we taking care of our veterans in the way that we should? Does this need to be a more powerful platform day in and day out?
I think so. I just got back from overseas visiting the troops downrange, with some wounded soldiers about a second week of November. And to remember what's going on overseas, we still have some wounded at Walter Reed that just came in not too long ago.
But we just had one who passed away as well. Somebody who was injured. You know, it's easy to forget. You know, you've got now an extra 200 soldiers heading into Syria. Troops heading into Syria. You've got guys in Afghanistan. You've got guys in Iraq as well.
We have troops all over the world, and right now we have a lot that are coming home, and they're dealing with a lot of different issues. And the transition for them is a little difficult. Is there
enough support? Has the Veterans Affairs Administration been fixed in the way it needs to? Or, as the President-elect suggests, is there a long way to go?
I think as far as the VA, it's hit and miss at each individual level. But as far as outside support, we have a lot of organizations supporting our veterans and stepping up to fill those gaps, possibly where needed. One that I particularly work with is
Warrior Call that you're involved in.
Operation Warrior Call, which anybody can participate in, and it's no more than picking up a phone and calling either a service member or a veteran and checking on their welfare, just catching up with them. And I think that's the best way we can stop some of these suicides and find out the isolated people and find out their issues that we can help them with before they become
one veteran suicide is too high. We have actually that number on our screen now for folks who want to get involved, want to help, or for that matter, if you're at home and you need help, email on the screen as well. Sergeant, appreciate you being here. I've let everybody lead one chant, either a Go Army or a Go Navy. So if you want to do it, I'll do it with you. 1, 2, 3.
Go Army, beat Navy.
There we go.